In this video, we will find the modulus, principal argument and polar form of these two complex numbers. First of all, consider the complex number z1 which is equal to minus square root 3 plus iota. First of all, we will find its modulus. Let's denote the modulus of z1 by r1 which is equal to mod of z1 which is equal to square root, and under square root there will be the square of the real part which is minus square root 3 plus square of imaginary part which is 1. So it will be equal to 3 plus 1 square root which is equal to square root 4 which is equal to 2. So modulus of z1 is equal to 2. Now we will find the principal argument of z1. To find its principal argument, first of all we will draw it on the complex plane. Let this be the real axis and this be the imaginary axis of the complex plane. The real part of the complex number is minus square root 3 and its imaginary part is plus 1. So the complex number z1 is in second quadrant. If a complex number is in second quadrant, then its principal argument which is equal to theta is equal to pi minus tangent inverse y by x. Now we will find the value of tangent inverse y by x which is equal to tangent inverse 1 by minus square root 3. Since y is the imaginary part of the complex number and x is the real part of the complex number, so we can write it as this, and it is equal to pi by 6. Now we will find the value of principal argument which is theta and is equal to pi minus the value of tangent inverse y by x in this case is pi by 6. So theta is equal to, which is principal argument of z1, is equal to 5 pi by 6. Now we will find the polar form of z1 which is equal to r1 cos theta plus iota sin theta, where r1 is the modulus of z1 and theta is the principal argument of z1. So we will replace the values of modulus and principal argument in this equation and we will get the polar form of z1. So polar form of z1 will be equal to 2 cos 5 pi by 6 plus iota sin 5 pi by 6. So this is the polar form of the complex number z1. Consider the second complex number, and firstly we will find its modulus. Modulus of z2 will be equal to, let's denote its modulus by r2, and it will be equal to mod of z2 which is equal to square root, and under square root there will be the square of its real part which is 4 plus square of its imaginary part which is also 4, and we get square root 16 plus 16 which is equal to 4 square root 2. So the mod of z2 is equal to 4 square root 2. So this is the modulus of z2. Now we will find the principal argument of z2. For this, first of all we will check that the complex number z2 is in which quadrant, and we will draw z2 on the complex plane. Let this be the real axis and this be the imaginary axis. The real part of the complex number z2 is 4 and its imaginary part is also 4. So the complex number is in first quadrant. When the complex number is in first quadrant, then its principal argument theta is equal to tangent inverse y by x. So now we will find the value of principal argument, which is equal to theta and is equal to tangent inverse. Y is the imaginary part and x is the real part of the complex number, so it will be 4 divided by 4, which is equal to pi by 4. So the principal argument of z2 is equal to pi by 4. Now we will find the polar form of the complex number z2, which will be equal to r2 cos theta plus iota sin theta, where r2 is the modulus of the complex number z2 and theta is the principal argument of z2. And we know that r2 is equal to 4 square root 2 and the value of principal argument theta is equal to pi by 4. So we will replace these values in this equation and we will get z2 is equal to 4 square root 2 cos pi by 4 plus iota sin pi by 4, and this is the polar form of the complex number z2.